Here, this is this 6x square plus 67y minus 100 is a polynomial. Okay, we are breaking down it. Now. Here, this 6 6 is not alone. Okay, 6 is a number, and name of this number which is with variable is what? X square. So this any number any number which is with variable, then that number will be known as what? Coefficient. Okay, coefficient. So you would say coefficient number. So coefficient, what is coefficient number? Any number which is with variable, that number is a coefficient number. Now here x, y, any random letters you can pick up. Okay, you can take, and that letter will be uh, considered in mathematics as a variable. Okay, in mathematics we are using letters, we are using alphabets. Then instead of saying letters, alphabets, we would say variable. Okay, in the context of mathematics. So x is variable. Okay, now here this 2, which is not a this 2 is not coefficient. This 2 is a square of x. Now when it comes to a square powers, then power is just exponent. Okay, so 2 is here what? Exponent. Meaning of exponent is what? Times. 1 times, second time. So x is 2 times, x multiple x 2 times. If there is a 7 which is exponent, then it is saying x will be written 7 times in multiplication. So this is exponent. Okay, exponent. Here here addition is hidden, but subtraction will not be hidden with any variable, with any number. Subtraction will be visual. Yeah, it is a true. Addition will be hidden. Addition can be hidden. Here, this is addition. Now there are some operators of mathematics, for example, addition, subtraction, division, multiplications are operators of mathematics, and we see uses of operators of mathematics in solving questions. So here you can see this is addition. So here addition is a operator of mathematics. This is a subtraction, which is a operator. So you can say this is operator. Okay, operator. This is also operator. Now you can say 67 is a coefficient. Y is again variable. Now this is also operator. Okay, here it is what? It is not. This is also number, but condition was any number will be considered as a coefficient number. When that number is with variable, then that number will be considered as a coefficient. But here you can say 100, which is a number, is not with any variable. So of course we would not consider it as a coefficient number. Instead we will say this is a constant number. Okay, now variable, which means variable changes in each step. But a number which is alone, a number which is not with variable, will not change anyhow. Okay, that number will be fixed. That number which is alone, which is not with any variable, so that number will be fixed. For example, you can say here 100. 100 is a constant number and it is also known as a fixed number, so it is a fixed, it will not change in any step anyhow. Okay, that's why, yeah, a variable will change in any step, in each step, but uh, any number which is alone, which can be, with operators. For example, here we would not say that there is a 100, we instead we would say there is minus 100. Minus 100, okay. Minus 100 is what number, and it is a alone, it is not with any variable, that's why it is a constant number, it is a fixed number. Okay, so 100 is a fixed number here. So so here we can say 100 is a constant number. Okay, constant number. I have told you, I have explained meaning of a constant number. Now from here, minus 100 is a one term, so factors, terms that are separate. 6x square is a separate, okay, separate place. Plus 67 is another term, minus 100 is another term. Okay, so here can you tell me how much are terms there, how much are terms there here? You would say one, this one is 6 square terms. So one is what? One is 6 square, 6x square. Second is plus 67y, and third is minus 100. Third is a minus 100. So here there are three terms. We can understand from here some mononomial. Types of a polynomials, so based on terms. Types of polynomials based on degree. I would like to introduce types of polynomials. So based on terms. If there is a one term, For example, 6 uh, 6 6x square, 7x, 100y. So 6 is a what? Mononomial. All this is a mononomial. Okay, mononomial. All these are mononomials. 6 is a constant number, it is also mononomial. We can define it as a mononomial. How? 6 is what? 6 multiple 1. Now 1 can be written as x raised to power 0. Of course, yes, you already know x raised to power, okay, 99 raised to power 0 would be always what? 1. Any random number you can take and exponent is a 0, then always finally answer would be always what? 1. Okay, result would be 1 always. Any number you are taking, let's say 1999, and exponent is 0, then the result would be 1. Now here, so of course it is the same. X raised to power 0 is a result of this would be 1. So here we can say exponent is a 0. So of course we can say 6x raised to power 0. So this and this is equal. There is nothing change. Okay, there is nothing change. So now you can clearly say that 6 is a mononomial. Okay, so there is a one term will be considered as mononomial. Now next there are two terms, then those will be considered as quadratic. I think no, not quadratic, binomial. For example, 6x plus y uh, 6 plus 8 like that. 6 square plus 27y. Okay. 77y plus 100x square. Okay. So here you can see this is one term, this is a second, this is second, this one term, this is a second term, this is one term, this is second term. So in each polynomials are two terms. That's why these are binomial. 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 Okay, binomials. If there are two terms, then that polynomial is a binomial. Now next, 16x square plus 20y plus 110. Now there are three terms. So if there are three terms, then this polynomial will be considered as based on terms. So there are three terms will be considered as trinomial. I think trinomial. Mono, which means one, bi, which means two, three, which means three terms. Trinomial. Okay, now let's understand. Let's see types of polynomials based on powers. Based on powers. Based on exponents based on powers. Okay. Now here 6x plus 7. Here we don't need to care about terms. Here we are understanding types of polynomials based on powers. So if exponent in given polynomial is 1, is a 2, then we will understand exponent where is 2. So here if exponent is 1 in given polynomial, then just 1, only 1, exponent is only 1, then that polynomial will be what? Will be called as linear polynomial. Okay, linear polynomial. If condition is if rule is if exponent is 1. So where are you observing? Where is the exponent? Where is the exponent 1? So here exponent will be where? Exponent should be 1 with a variable, not with a number. Okay. So here always remember, exponent should be 1 with variable, will be known as linear polynomial. Here you can see 1 is hidden. It is said that 1 will be hidden with a 1 as an exponent will be hidden with any variable with any number. Here there is a 7 and exponent is hidden. But we won't say that 7 here is 1, that's why this polynomial will be linear polynomial. No, no, no. A exponent should be with the variable. Okay. So here next. So if exponent is 1, then that polynomial is linear polynomial. Now next is 7y square plus 6x plus 7 plus 100. Now we can classify it, we can simplify it further, but we are understanding types of polynomial. Here highest term. So here exponent is a 2. Exponent is a 2. Here exponent is a 2. So highest exponent is how much? 2. So if there is a 2 exponent, there are 2 exponents, so it will be considered this is polynomial, and this polynomial will be considered as quadratic polynomial. Okay, quadratic polynomial. One point I want to tell you is that how to say that a given polynomial is a polynomial. Okay, given algebraic expression is a polynomial. How to say? How to check? How to check? For example, this. I am saying that this is a correct polynomial. We have to keep remember 3 things. First, whatever is a exponent with a variable should be whole number. So here, for example, so here minus 2 is the exponent, is not a whole number. It is integer. So we won't say that this is a polynomial because of exponent is not a whole. If we remove minus, then it is a whole number. Okay, it is a whole number. So whole number which starts from 0. Now next, root 2x. Okay, root 2x. So here x is in under root. Okay, x is in under root. Here we can write it as 2x raised to power 1 by 2. Okay, like that. So here any variable of a given polynomial should not be in under root. Okay, should not be in under root. So second point, this is the second point. Third point, exponent should not be fraction. You can see 1 by 2 is a fraction. So exponent should not be fraction, or you can say should not be rational number. Exponent should not be rational number. Okay. So 3 points. First which is, one point more you can add. If there is a rational number, I am not saying exponent, there is a term which is a rational number, and in place of a denominator is a variable, then that polynomial will not be valid for polynomial. So here x should not be as a denominator. If in place of a numerator there is any variable, then that polynomial is a valid. But if in place of a denominator there is any polynomial, any variable, then that is not a polynomial. That given fraction that given expression is not polynomial. Okay, so this were point that I wanted to explain with you. Now here there are two exponents, that's why we are saying this is a polynomial which is a quadratic polynomial. Now next is a cubic polynomial, then biquadratic polynomial. So if 67 x cube is 77 y square, like that, okay, like that. So this is a given polynomial to you. This is a given polynomial to you. You can check that this given fraction correct or not. So first you can see exponents are whole numbers. Exponents are not fractions. Exponents are not rational numbers. Exponents, okay. Variables, which is x, y, y. Okay, variables are not in under root. Here, variables are not in place of denominator. So we can say yes, this is polynomial. Now, which type of a polynomial based on powers? So you would say this is a cubic polynomial. Okay, this is a cubic polynomial. Reason is that cubic is said to be what, three exponents. If there is a polynomial with a variable where there is a variable with a exponent of a 3, then that polynomial is a cubic polynomial. Okay, cubic polynomial. So this was enough. This is enough. Okay, till here. Now something else based on based on variables. We were understanding the types of polynomials based on powers, based on terms. Now based on variables. So when it comes to variables, then for example x square plus 6y plus 7, this is one. Second is 7 plus y. Okay. Third is 77 plus x plus y. Okay, like that. So here we are understanding these types of variables, these types of polynomials based on variables. If there is one variable in given polynomial, only one variable which means letters, random letters. So here how much? 1, 2. There are two variables. So variables should be different. Variables should be different, not like variables. So here there are two variables, random two variables. So we will say bivariate. So this will be what? Univariate. If there are two variables, then we would say bivariate. If there are two variables, then we would say that polynomial is bivariate. So it is also, this polynomial is also bivariate. There can be three variables in given polynomial. For example, so like that. There are three random variables. So we would say this is a trie. By, which means two, and here variate, which means variables. So trie three. What is a three? So variate. Okay, variables are threes. So we understood uh, types of polynomials based on variables. If there is a one variable, then that polynomial is a univariate. If there are two variables, then that polynomial is bivariate. If there are three variables in given polynomial, then that polynomial is trivariate. Okay, trivariate. You can see. Now I think we will take some questions. There is one question. This is a statement, and what is the statement saying? It is saying a real number. When it comes to real number, then real number can have a rational number, irrational number, natural numbers, whole numbers, integers numbers, all this. So a real number alpha. So alpha can be real number. Okay, alpha can be rational number. Alpha can be irrational number. So a real number alpha is called the zero of the polynomial if polynomial, if something we put something in place of a variable we put, okay, we put, and then whole polynomial is giving what? Zero. So that will be known as zero of the polynomial. Okay, if polynomial px, so it is saying that you will have a given polynomial and you have to put, okay, value of polynomial, value of a variable which polynomial would give a zero, okay, at the end will be zero, and you have to put that number which polynomial will give zero completely. For example, we can take a simple example. 6 plus 7. Okay, so here hold on, y. So here there should be 0. It is saying this should be 0. This is a fraction, this is a polynomial, and it is saying you have to put a value of any number in place of y variable. Then this fraction should be what, 0 at the end. Okay, so 6 plus, so what will be that number, what will that be number? So of course you would say minus 6. Yes, minus 6. So we will put minus 6 in place of y variable, then complete polynomial will give us a 0. Okay, so of course 0, then here you can see. So this is the meaning of this statement. You will put any number, but whatever you are putting any number, if after putting that number, if given polynomial will convert, will give to you 0, completely 0, then okay. If not, then you have to think other number to come 0. Okay, to come 0. So you understood the meaning of this statement. So here in place of a variable, can be rational number, can be irrational number, can be root 2, root 5, like that. Okay, not only integers, not only whole numbers, any, because of it is saying a real number. General form, this is a general form. Okay, you have a given polynomial, for example 7y plus 6x square minus 24. This is, and question is the same. You have to convert, you have to decorate it in this form. Question is saying you convert this given polynomial in this form, then you will what, and from here you will understand something. So first of all, let's decorate it in this form. First is what, x square, so 6x square we are writing in first place. Now next, this is plus, this is with addition, as you know addition is 7y, and here this will come in third term. So 24 is equal to 0, we are decorating in this form. Now this is still not complete. Okay, this is not still complete. What is left? This is minus and this is a plus. This is minus and this is plus. So we can convert this and we can put here addition. How will we do? 6 square plus 7y, and here if we put plus, then we will write it in bracket. Okay, in bracket. Now this is a complete in this form. This is complete in this form. This was not in this form, and we have decorated it in this form, which is this. From here you have to understand this a is what? A is not variable. B is not variable. C is not variable. Variable is x, variable is y in this case. Now what is a, then what is a, what is a b, what is a c? As we were understanding polynomials, same here you will understand. A is a coefficient number, we were understanding in starting. So a is a number which is a coefficient because a is with a variable. B is also coefficient because it is with a variable. C is a constant. So you can say where where a is a coefficient number, coefficient number, coefficient number, and b is, so x square is what? So b is what? Again, b is also coefficient number. Okay. No. Or c is a constant number. Okay. C is a constant number. C is a constant number. Constant number. Constant number. Which means a fixed number. A is a variable, y is a variable. And question is asking, tell me what is the value of a, b, and c in this polynomial that you decorated. So you would say a is a 6, b is a 7, and c is not a 7, 74. C is minus 74. Minus 74. That's how you will find value of a, b, c. Now, question would say, what is a b? You would say coefficient number. What is a c? You would say constant number. What is a x square? You would say variable. What is a 2? What is a 2 which is with x? What is a 2 which is with x? X raised to power 2. What is this? What is the 2? You would say that if 2 is an exponent. 2 is exponent. This plus is operator. This plus is operator. This minus is operator. If a question asked to you, then you have to answer like that. Okay. Simple. Now let's understand something different. Do you know alpha? Alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta. We are adding sum of alpha plus beta. It would be what? It would give us minus b upon a. If it comes to multiplication, so alpha into beta will give what? C upon a. C upon a. So denominator will be same, a, okay, but numerator will be changed. So sum of alpha and beta would provide what? Minus b upon a. Sum of alpha, no, multiplication, product of alpha and beta would provide c upon a. We will have some questions based on this, don't worry. We will have some questions based on this. Just you have to understand from here a little information regarding this. So alpha plus beta, where alpha is what? Where alpha is what? In I would explain it later. Here, B is what, A is what, C is what, A is what. So this A is 6, then we will put A in place of A 6, then we will put 7 in place of B. So it would be what? Minus. So these are A, B, C, this is okay. We will have some questions based on this. uh, I have some questions I want to write. This is question. Here we will apply what sum of alpha and beta, product of alpha and beta. Here we will apply after finding zeros of this polynomial. So first here is what polynomial 2x square minus 12. Okay, minus 12. So here it is saying first we have to find zeros of this polynomial, then we will apply sum of zeros. So uh, here 12 is not perfect square, 12 is not perfect square, 2 is also not a perfect square. So here we will use a split method, of between term. So 12 to the 24 and 2 6 2 3 3 1. So we have to write 5x. So how can we write 2 to the 4, 2 to the 4 and 4 to the 8. So 8 minus 3 will give us 5. So can we write plus 8x minus 3x minus 12. Okay, it is correct. We have factored it plus 5x. Okay, next what we will do, just we will take common 2. What else? X. Yes, this will be, here will be what, x, 2x square plus 4, and you can write this here, x plus 4. We will take these two brackets as a common. Now what will be here? So here minus 3, so we will write minus 3. Why? Because when we multiply this with this, then this will happen. Minus 3 multiple x will be minus 3x, minus 3 multiple 4 will be minus 12. So till here it is correct. Now next we will write separate. This brackets will be taken as a common, and whatever is whatever are terms in outside, we will write separate. For example, 2x minus 3 is 1, and this is a common. We will write it, we will take it common, 4. So we have two zeros. So first zeros we will consider as alpha, and second zero we will consider as beta. Okay, beta. So here first 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. How much zeros? Here you can say 1 0, and here second zero. So 2 zeros. This will be known as alpha, and this will be known as beta. So 2x and 3. X is equal to 3 upon 2. X is equal to minus 4. So this is alpha and this is beta. Now we will apply our concepts. Sum of so alpha plus beta will give us what? So here it is the same. We will add this and this, and then we will simplify. So 3 by 2 and plus it is minus 4 in bracket. We will simplify it. You will see twist. There is a twist. There is a twist. What? We are simplifying it. 3 upon 2 minus 4. So 2, 3, 8 minus 5 upon 2. Minus 5 upon 2. This was the sum of this and this. This was sum of zeros. Now there is a what? Product of zeros. Alpha into beta. So alpha is how much? First this 3 upon 2 multiple minus 4. So 2 2 is 4. This will be minus 6. Even you can check it. So sum of two zeros is a minus 5 upon 2, and sum and product of two zeros is a minus 6. Now as you know, you can use this method. Otherwise, as you know, alpha plus beta is what? Minus b upon a. Just you can put value of b and value of a. So here b is how much? 5 minus as it, and a is how much? 2. This is the final answer. Now you can see sum of two zeros is minus 5 upon 2 by this method. Now by this method, sum of two zeros, answer came minus 5 upon 2. Both are equal. So you can use this method. Otherwise, if you want to use this method, then you can use this methods. Answer will come same. Now sum of product of two zeros. So here we know that product of two zeros is what? C upon a. So C is how much? Minus 12, which is a constant number. A is a coefficient number, which is 2. We will simplify it. It will be, this will 2 will cut 12 by 6. So there is a minus 6. Here you can see, by this method answer came minus 6. By this method answer came same, minus 6. So it depends. It's a choice. It's your choice. Okay, whatever you want to accept methods, you can use this method. Otherwise, if you want this method, then you can use this method. Answer will come same. Okay, if you are if you want this method, if you want this method, then you don't need to find what? this zeros. Okay, you don't need. But if you are solving a polynomial by using this, then you have to find what zeros zeros of a polynomial of the polynomial. Okay, according to need, you will use this method and you will use this method. According to need, you can use. Okay, and you will see. Sometimes you will say that we are using this method. Sometimes you will say that we are using this methods because of according to requirement. So from here you understood how to find two zeros of polynomial, and what is the meaning of alpha plus beta. So it is what, this is one zero, this is a second zero, this is one zero, this is a second zero of the polynomial. This was the sum of two zeros, and this was the sum of no, this was the product of two zeros. Okay, as we know, sum of two zeros will be what, minus b upon a. Product of two zeros will be c upon a. C upon a. Where b is a coefficient number, a is also coefficient number, c is not coefficient number. Instead, it is a constant number. A is a coefficient number. We have some more questions regarding this. The question that we are taking is different from the previous question. Now this is question. This is question. Okay, we have to find quadratic polynomial where zeros are given. Zeros of the polynomials are given to us, but we don't have given polynomial, quadratic polynomial, and that is what we have to find. Quadratic polynomial we have to find. So here whatever we have given, from the help of that given whatever we can find. So here first zero is minus 5. We can say this is what, this is a sum of this is sum of 1 0. Okay, alpha plus beta is what, minus 5. This is the meaning of this, and meaning of this is sum of two zero is 6. We are going to find quadratic polynomial of this given two zeros. Now this is said x square minus alpha plus beta. Okay, then x minus alpha into beta will be 0. Okay, from here you have to understand x square minus and this alpha plus beta sum of two zero is with a middle term, so you can say the alpha plus beta is a coefficient number. You would say alpha, sum of two zero is a coefficient number. So product of two zero is a what? Coefficient is a constant number. So sum of this is what? C upon A. So C is a constant number. Minus B upon A. There is a, so minus B is a coefficient number. A is also coefficient number. But in this case, there is a what? There is a nothing constant number. So constant number is in this, which is a product of two zeros. So of course we cannot put this here. We cannot put this here, from here to till here, because of this is a constant number and this is a coefficient number. Now from here we can find. Now value of this is minus 5. Value of this is 6. And just you have to put whatever you have to given. Whatever you have given. Okay. So x square as it. Value of this is minus 5. X. This will be in bracket. Okay. Now this is how much? 6. So x square minus plus 5x and minus 6. So finally this is a quadratic polynomial. This is a quadratic polynomial where sum of two zeros is minus 5, sum of product of two zeros is 6, and that's how we have found a unknown quadratic polynomial with the help of two given zeros. That's how you will find. Now next question. Here A is not an alphabet. Okay, A is not alphabet. Now you have to read. You have to read the question. What is the question saying? Then you will have clarity. You will not get confused. Question is saying if the product of the zeros of the polynomial, this is polynomial, and zeros of this polynomial is how much. But this is not saying that the sum of the given polynomial is a 4. No, it is clearly saying, it is clearly stating that product of the zeros of the polynomial is 4. Product. So can we say alpha into beta is how much? 4. Of course 4. We don't have given what sum of the zeros of the polynomial. We don't have given. So whatever is given, we have written. Now polynomial is what? A x square minus 6x minus 6. So here A is a coefficient number. A is a coefficient number. And we have to find what? Value of A. What is a number? What is a coefficient number in place of A? So can we say this is what? So here this is A, this is B, and this is a C. A is A, B is a minus 6, C is a minus 6. Now, what is the formula of product of two zeros? Product of the zeros? So you would say C upon A. So C upon A, and 4 as it. So C is a minus 6, A we don't know, and that is what we have to find. So C is a minus 6, we are substituting value of C. A is a nothing, A is a unknown number. So 4. And now we will simplify it, then we will get a value of A. So of course we will do cross multiply. So minus 6 as it, A4. Now minus 6 upon 4 is equal to A. 2 to the and 3 to the. So finally A is minus 3 upon 2. A is minus 3 upon 2. So we can write it as what? Minus 3 upon 2 x square minus 6 x minus 6. Okay. So this is the answer. That's it. Next question, I think will be different from the previous questions. I am going to write next question. front of is this question. Now, did you read this question? If one zero of the polynomial, this is polynomial. If the one zero of the polynomial is a reciprocal of the other, so let's just say one zero is alpha. Okay, one zero is alpha as we know. Second zero will be beta, but beta is not a reciprocal of this. So of reciprocal of this would be what? Just opposite. So 1 upon a. So second zero, which would be 1 upon a. According to question is the same. If whatever you are taking first zero, just you have to read second zero reciprocal of first zero for the second zero. Okay, for the second zero. So according to question we have written this, and this is a reciprocal of first zero. Now we have to find value of a. Okay, so can we say here alpha into beta is what c upon a. We will substitute value of a variable. So alpha as it, this is 1, this is 1 0, and beta second 0, this is beta and this is alpha, and in place of beta is a 1 upon alpha. Okay, 1 upon alpha, and c is how much? 6a, and a is how much? A square plus 9. Now we have to simplify this. A alpha will get cancelled out. Here there will be left only 1, 6. So we can do cross multiple. A square plus 9 is equal to 6a. We can decorate it in general form of the quadratic polynomial. So a square minus 6a plus 9. Okay, so here it will be is equal to. Now from here we will find the value of a. How to find? By finding zeros. So here this is 9 and this is a square. So can we say here we are observing what? Algebraic identities. A square minus, I think a minus b square. So here we can write, here is 1. What is it? So I think a square and minus 2 multiple 3a plus 3 a square. Yeah, we have applied algebraic identities. Now we can write it as what? A minus 3 a square, isn't it? Of course, this is 2 times, so we will write a minus 3. Is it correct? a minus 3 is equal to 0, so it would be 3. So a is 3, a is 3. So till here, this is correct answer. So a is 3. Clear? Even you can substitute the value of a in this. 3 a square. So 3 3 is a 9 plus 9. It will become 18 x square plus 13 x plus 6 multiple 3 18. This is final. This is final quadratic polynomial. So answer is this. This is answer, and we have substituted value of a in this polynomial. You can say. Finally, we have found. Next question. Read this question. Question is saying you have to find. We have to find a quadratic polynomial where we don't have given quadratic polynomial, but zeros of that unknown quadratic polynomial is given, which is 1 0 is 1 upon 4 and second is minus 1. So first is what sum of two zeros. Sum of two zero is 1 upon 4. So we are finding what a quadratic polynomial of given this two zeros. So how to find? So of course, whatever you know, you can apply here. Okay, whatever you know, but logically, okay. So here sum of two zeros is how much is given, which is 1 upon 4. So of course we can say this is a minus. So b is a how much? Minus 1. A is a 4. A is a 4. Isn't it? A is a 4. And product of two zero is minus 1. Minus 1. So here you would say say is a minus 1. Say is a minus 1. Now, as you know, x square then minus and This is what? Coefficient number. Coefficient number. Then next is uh, this is for constant number. This is for constant number. Now here it has it. This is how much? 1 upon 4. 1 upon 4. Next is minus 1. So here with the x square minus 1 upon x minus 1 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 upon 4 and minus 1. So here you can see a is a 1, b is a minus 1 upon 4 and c is a minus 1. So we have found this unknown quadratic polynomial by the help of two zeros. Next one is even you can simplify it further. This is fraction. Can we say this is a 4 and here 4x square minus 1x and here is minus 4. This is 0. When we will multiply this by 0, this will get us 0. So finally answer is 4x minus x and minus 4. So here we were right. A is a 4 and B is a 1. You can see A is a 4, but here what is this? A is a minus. So A is a 4, B is not. So A is a 4, B is a minus 1 and C is a minus 4. Second question. How will you solve? You have given two zeros. You have given value for two zeros. So first we are finding quadratic polynomial of this given two zeros. So alpha plus beta is what? Root 2 and alpha into beta is 1 upon 3. As we know, x square minus alpha plus beta with x variable plus product of 2 0. So here we will substitute the value of this x square minus root 2. So this root x is not in under root, 2 is under root. Okay, 2 is in under root. So here value of this is 1 upon 3. So I think yeah, we have a fraction, then we can simplify it. It can be simplified further. 3x square and 3 root x and it will be 1. So this will go this side, will be 0. 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1 will be 0. So finally this is answer. We have found quadratic polynomial of given two zeros. So this is a final. That's how you will find.